Good evening, everyone. My name is Someshwar. I welcome all of you on behalf of our topping organization to Yog Vaashishtha evening sessions. नमस्ते, मैं सोमेश्वर आप सभी का आर्ट ऑफ संस्था की तरफ से योग वाशिष्ठ के सायंकाल के सत्र में स्वागत करता हूँ। रोज की तरह हम लोग 3 बार ओंकार का उच्चारण करके आज के सत्र की शुरुआत करेंगे। लेट अस ऑल क्लोज आवर आईज, आंखें बंद कर लें। सिट कंफर्टेबली, रीढ़ की हड्डी सीधी हो। एक गहरी लंबी सांस अंदर ले और सांस को धीरे धीरे छोड़ दे। Take one more deep breath. And as you breathe out, dropping all your past, come back to the present moment. This present moment is new. Let us welcome this present moment by chanting Om 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Let us awaken the divinity within. गुरु का आवाहन कर लें। आवाहनम। 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 पुनः पुनः। Let us express our gratitude. गुरु वंदना कर ले। गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरु से प्रार्थना कर ले। Let's pray to the divinity. Whatever the words that we speak, whatever the actions that we do, whatever the thoughts that come into our mind, whatever the power of discrimination arise in our intellect, the impressions getting created in our memory, if they are, and this I, me, even if an iota of that little bit of ego is present, let thy be, and all this also get inspired by the master. We, the people walking on the path of liberation, if we get liberated right now, this moment, the remaining life, and if you have to come here again to do some seva, some good deeds, or spreading this knowledge, let thy be also inspired by Gurudev. Let us feel the presence of Master inside and outside. And with a gentle smile on your face, slowly and gradually, you may open your eyes. धीरे धीरे अपनी आंखें खोल सकते हो. Jai Gurudev. So once again, welcome all of you. Today we are on day 55. There is a beautiful story that is going to come, and we'll see what that story is. So let's begin our session. Here, Vaashishtha is explaining the Atma Jnana to Lord Brahma. And Lord Brahma keeps asking continuously the questions, question and answer sessions keeps continuing. And Vaashishtha Muni keeps on telling him one story after another, and that is how he keeps on giving the knowledge. So recently we have concluded the story of Shukra, the son of Rishi Bhrigu, and we have seen how in the mind itself he just because of that little bit of craving towards the lust, how he has to go through so many life cycles. The birth and death, that birth is vicious cycle. He gets stuck into it finally because of it, because of the tapacharya and because of the good karmas that he does. Now here Rama asked him that, okay, fine, we have gone through this, I have understood this, and what are all the shastras? What is it that what are those techniques which are sarvashreshta, means the one which are very, very good, which one can attain in this liberation for sure? Kindly explain that to me. So that is something which we have seen in this investigation in evening session and in the morning session. So we have completed that also. So now we'll continue with a new story today. The name of the story is called There Were Three Demons called Dham, Vyal, and Kata. So the story of that, how that story is, let's continue to that. So here Vaashishtha Muni tells that, see, if the one who has even little bit touched with that ego, that ahankara, that superiority complex in any form, that I am the doer, I am doing this, look at me, how great I am, all these things, if one touches somebody, even if whatever the quality they have, whatever the virtue they carry, all that virtue slowly and gradually will disappear, and then finally they will experience very opposites of what they actually have been enjoying. So this is the story of Dham, Vyal, Kata, and then we'll see how that happens. Now there is this in the there are three lokas. Bhuloka is there, Swargaloka is there, Akash Loka, and there is a Patal Loka. There is another this different lokas are being said. So in the Patal Lok means the one who is staying in the Patala. There is another, just like our Mrityu Lok, Bhulok, we are staying on. There is another one more loka is there, one more space is there, which is called as Patal. So in the Patal, there is this demon called Shambarasur. His name is Shambar. Now this Shambarasur is a very, very powerful demon, and because of he is very powerful, all the gods even never used to attack when he is present in the Patal Lok. But when he goes out and when he is in a sleep, or if he goes out to go for a tour or doing some work outside the Patala, that point of time all these gods would go and they will attack the army of Sambarasura, and then they will continue to do like this. Looking at this situation, one fine day Sambarasur gets very angry on this, and with his Maya, with his powers that he carry, the three Shaktis, no, the demons have those Shaktis in them. So with that he creates, no, to these three more Asuras. No? So their name is, one is Dama, the other one is Vyal, and the third one is Kata. Now this Dama, Vyal and Kata, they have different powers. So the one which can destroy the enemy, that is called Daman. Damana say the name came as Dama, the one who can destroy the enemy. Then the second Asura, where like just like a snake, he can go and encircle the entire enemy's soldiers. No, so because of that, his name came as a Vyal, who can encircle them, and then tie them up and do not allow them to go anywhere. And then the third one was Kata. Kata means it is a pot called Kadai. No. So it is that pot, if you just keep it in the opposite direction, it will encircle like a hemispherical, it will encircle the entire, their own soldiers, so that the attacks of the enemy will not reach them, and it will protect. We create that protective environment where the enemies will not be able to fire on those, their own soldiers. So because of these three qualities, different qualities in them, the Dhamma, Vyala, Kata, no, they created. Now when they created them, that point of time he just created them, and there were no Purva karmas that were, they did not have any sanskaras, the past impression. They were not carrying any ego as such. So they were very pure there, in that there, and there were no sense of I there, and they did not had any fear also in them, because they did not know what death is. They did not have any knowledge about anything. All that they knew, whenever the master guides me, okay, go and attack. And without any fear, there is no fear of death, there is no fear, there is no greed, there is nothing. All they were Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Mosa, they were away from all these qualities. No. So because of that, whenever they used to attack the gods used to not able to fight them. They could never defeat them. So one fine day they goes and attack the gods, all the gods, and then God happens to run away from there, and ultimately they gets defeated and they have to run away. So they go and do that. They go and run away, and then they contact the Lord Brahma. Now here the Lord Brahma guides them that, look, what is exactly happening here. These three Asuras, they do not have any vasana in them. They do not have any craving. Or they do not have any doshas also. They are not afflicted by this greed, anger, jealousy, all this Shandripus, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, Matsara. They are not entangled by any of this, infected by any of these doshas. Neither they have any craving to attain anything. So they are very pure. So that is the reason you are not able to destroy them. They are not doing any karma. They just come and do whatever they have been asked to do without having any objective, and they just do it. So because of that, you are not able to defeat them. They are not having any fear in them. So what is to be done now? So he advised them that because of such condition, if you really want to defeat them, you'll have to go ahead and pump their ego. So what to do that? So he guides them, you go and you initiate a fight, then you take back. No, do this multiple n of times so that they can get into the feeling that look at these gods, how pity they are. No, that pittiness will come in them. The moment that pittiness comes in them, that feeling, that will pump their ego and the ahankara, the mud. No, so they will start feeling proud of themselves. They will start feeling, look at these gods, how they get destroyed. They are not able to fight with us. Look at how we are winning again and again and again, and that will pump their ego. And all these things, once that is there, then it is just nothing for you to you will be able to also destroy it. So this is what happens. So by listening to Brahmadeva, these without wasting any further time, they just go and challenge these soldiers, these asuras, demons, and there is that fight keeps on continuing. Exactly, this is what they do. Whatever is being guided by Brahmadeva to all those devas, they keep doing that, and slowly, gradually, gradually, it gets into this pittiness, feeling pity for these devas, gods, and they also start pumping. Their ego gets pumped. Now, because of all that happens, now slowly and gradually they start developing that, oh, we want to protect ourselves. My body is there. No? I have to protect this body. I have to protect my family. No? Then what will happen if I get killed? The fear also dawns in them. So all such different negative emotions, they get inflicted by all these different emotions. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, Matsar. The greed, the entanglements, cravings, all these things pops on in there. And then one fine day, when gods realize now they have been completely inflicted, now let us go and attack. And once they go and attack them, and that is a point of time, they run away. So that is how the gods wins that battle. And these three Dama, Vyal, and Kat, they happens to go and they hide in the Sapta Loka. There is seventh Loka, that is the Naraka. They go there and they just hide, because there are this Yama is there, the Lord of Death, and his soldiers, his sevaks, they are there, and they allow him to stay there. So they go and stay there, start staying there, and now that is how they start leading their life. So as they are not aware, they have never stayed there, they do not know the rules and all that. One fine day, the Lord of Death, Yama himself, comes over there, and not knowing him, they think that he is just like looking the other sevakas over there, the soldiers who are there. They did not pay any attention, neither they respect Yama. Looking at this, Yama gets very angry, and he throws them to the Naraka, and then that is where they completely get burnt and they disappear. Their body disappears, but as still their cravings are still there in them, they happen to stay in the subtle body. So because of their cravings, they goes into the birds and snakes and serpents and so many different lives. They have to experience that, and they go through all that suffering purely because of their cravings that is being initiated in them. So that is what continues to happen, and one fine day they just go and they are lost, feeling lost. Now looking at this situation, this Samrasur is becomes, now he understands what has exactly happened, and look at what has happened in them. And one fine day they go into this kingdom called Kashmir, and there is a lake, and they finally take a birth of the fish over there, and the water is also dried, and they are all feeling somehow surviving, that there is a sunlight, and their entire body is burning, feeling the sensation. And that is where Vashishtha Muni says to Rama that look at Rama, when these people not getting afflicted by all these things, inflicted by all these things, what power they carried, even the gods could not face them, and how all these negative qualities, how from where they were and where they have reached. Where they were so powerful, they could protect the demons, they could defeat the gods, and now look at them, they are now struggling even to live their life. So that is what the power of being remain into the pure form of this and not getting inflicted by all these cravings, vasanas, and the 6 distractions. So that is what the importance of Vasishtha Muni explains to Rama here. Now, what happens? Understanding this concept, this Shambrasura creates 3 more Daityas. So those 3 more Daityas are created, and now this time he makes them, he infused that Atma Jnana in them. Because anyway, he is only the creator. So as he is the creator, he does not create them Ajnani, like the one which were created at the time of first Dama, Vyal and Kata. This time he infused that knowledge also. So now when they are there, now this point of time, as they have this knowledge, they have all the qualities, they do not have any fear, and whenever they get into little bit of this ahankara, even that also they are able to say, they come into our knowledge, and because of that Atma Jnana, they again not the Deva again do not able to defeat them. Their name is Bhima, Bhasa, and Duda. These are also demons, but created by Shambhasura, and now they are having knowledge. So because of that knowledge, the text gods doesn't work on them, and one fine day they also go and challenge the gods, and gods again ultimately have to run to Lord Vishnu, and that is where in the Shira Sagar the heights. So they ask that when is this will end and all this thing ends. So it's been said that Brahmadeva told them already that Shambharasura, he has to live 1 lakh years, then he will be killed by Vishnu. So when the right appropriate time comes, Vishnu goes and finishes the Shambharasura. And these 3 asuras also, anyway, there is no existence of them. They also just like if you just blow the candle, how it will just put off. Similarly, these 3 also it put off. And as anyway they are knowledgeable, they get into mukti. Kaivalya mukti is what is they go ahead and attain in their life. So these are all the things happens in the life of Shambharasura, and in the life of Dama, Vyal and Kata, and in the life of Bhima, Bhas and Druda. And that is where this particular story is concluded. And in between, Vasishtha Muni explained these multiple aspects of how one has to really be aware about what they are going through, what are the thoughts they are coming, how they are taking those thoughts, how they are getting converted into feelings. Are they creating all these 6 distortion in us? Are they making us attract, forming the cravings and aversion towards the outward world? No? So all these things he continued to explain Rama about it. So this is how the story concludes here. So we can now, I'd like to open this session to you all, and we can probably discuss. If you have any questions, you can ask. And if you have any takeaways from this, what is the takeaway from this story? What is exactly is being trying to say here? What is the central theme line behind this story? All these learnings we can share with each other. And if you want to add any experience to it, you are welcome to add. So I'd like to hand out these questions to you, and I'll take a pause here. Jai Gurudev. I'm opening the options so that you will be able to unmute yourself. Options are already open. You will be able to unmute yourself and speak. Over to you.
Sir, this means that if you are in a pure form, nobody can bring you down. But when the mixture of greed, jealousy, hatred, and that all comes, if craving comes in you, then you become a slave to it. So you always try to protect those things. And for in protecting them, some other also can defeat you. But for example, when a gold is in a pure form, no ornament or anything is being made. But when the mixture of gold has taken place, ornament and that all can be, and that brings craving to somebody. यानी जब तक आप प्योर है आपको कुछ नहीं टच कर सकेगा. मतलब जैसे आप में लाल ईर्ष्या तो आप उससे क्या है उसमें फंस जाते हैं. आई नेक्स्ट उसको कैसे रक्षा करूं, हाउ टू हैंडल इट, और उसका फायदा सामने वाला उठा लेता है. मगर अगर तुम्हारे कोई चाहत ही नहीं है तो तुमको कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता है. Nobody can do anything to you.
Absolutely.
This is what I have learned. And in that, this is the story of they were Yala and they were in pure form that time. But what Brahmaji did, made them pump the ego. Ego pump करते जैसे हम बढ़िया तो ego आता गया तो उनको ऊपर उठते वो ego को फिर उन्होंने गिरा दिया. And second when made by Vishnu, they were knowledgeable. Knowledgeable को तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो. They only you can turn them into bhakti, and they were turned into bhakti. Correct? This is what I have learned today.
Absolutely, very nice. They were Jnani, those three were Jnani, and then as soon as he kills the Shamrasura, they're anyway they're just asat, right? So they also just disappear and they attain the moksha because they are already.
So indirectly, it is ego makes you down, but knowledge makes you up. It goes up. You go to bhakti.
Yes, these are the nice takeaways. Absolutely. Very wonderfully summarized in a short answer. Anyone else who would like to contribute their learnings, their takeaways, any other viewpoint, any questions related to today's session, you can ask. Rajkumar ji, Shalini ji, Usha ji, Sangeeta ji, would you like to say a few words? Okay. If not, then we'll conclude today's session. Jai Gurudev. Sangeeta ji, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, it was the same thing actually, the ego part of it, you know. So it is saying here ki the only constant remembrance of the truth, that the self is a pure reflection in the infinite consciousness. Thus the I-ness ceases to grow. Means every time when you are in that truth, so the pure reflection comes that everything is merged into that infinite. And then that I-ness also goes off. The word appearance is a juggler's trick. And all object and subject relationship between it and me is foolishness. Then nothing remains. And when this understanding takes the root, I-ness is uprooted. So when a new condition is formed within, the new understanding comes in, so the previous one just dissolves. So that is also there. That is all what we see. And then when it is seen that it is that I that gives rise to the notion of the world, both of them cease in peace. So it is like that. So it's just like a juggler's dream again. Again, it comes to all that trick which is there. And the subject and the object, there's two. I am the subject and the other is the object. Many objects, one subject. Everything merges into one, into that infinite consciousness. So that I-ness also goes on dissolving it into that. Very beautiful story and very nicely you led us, Someshwar ji. That was amazing. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev, Sangeeta ji. Thank you so much for summarizing it so nicely. Shalini ji, Rajkumar ji, Nirmal ji, would you like to say a few words? Would you like to express yourself, have any question or your takeaways? You can do that. If not, then we'll take a pause here. आज के इस सत्र को हम लोग यहीं पे रोक लेते हैं, समापन कर लेते हैं. पुनः एक बार कल मिलने के लिए. जय गुरुदेव.